Hey, what's going on, guys? So we are back today. We're gonna go to another client job site, and today we're going to be using the 24-90, and I hope to be using the 16-35 on the SL as well. So let's jump right into it and see what kind of images we can get. See you guys soon. Hey, what's up, guys? So just a quick update. So we actually won't be able to shoot the SL 16-35 and 24-90 today. Went with a different direction. So we're actually going to be shooting the M10-P with the M18mm and the M90mm. And then I have another lens that I'm bringing with me that's going to be a little surprise for you guys later. So stay tuned and let's go photograph this this site. See you guys soon. Alright, guys, so our first stop is going to be at the SLS in Brickell. Right now I'm just letting all the gear defrost, but I'm going to show you what gear we're actually going to be using. So for our more compressed looking shots and more detailed shots, we're actually going to be using the APO-Summicron-M 90, which hopefully, you know, I'm going to be able to get those really nice shallow depth of field with the f2, so I'm looking forward to using that. And then we are also going to be using the Super-Elmar 18mm M lens for those wide angle shots. Now this only has an aperture to 3.8, but for the wide shots, that's fine with me because I'm trying to get most of the stuff in sharp detail anyways. So we should be fine with that. And then the other lens, which I actually will be really excited to use, will be the APO-Macro-Elmarit, the 100R lens, outfitted with an R2l Adapter, so we can actually use this on the M10-P. So I'm super excited to test this out and get some really nice macro shots. Alright, guys, so I'm just gonna let this stuff dehumidify a little bit more, and then we'll get started photographing the SLS on the exterior. But after this, we're gonna go over to the hide at Midtown and photograph the outdoor first level landscape there, and hopefully we can get some access to the pool area up there, so we can grab those shots as well. But today we're only going to be shooting with the Leica M10-P, and I'm pretty excited about it. I haven't used the M10 for any sort of commercial work before, kind of just for my own personal photography and like street shots with like family and whatnot. So I'm pretty excited to be using this camera for actual work. So let's see how it does. Hey, what's up guys? Man, it is hot as hell out here. So I apologize for the sweat. So just finished shooting with the 18mm on the M10-P. Definitely was able to get the wide angle shots I was looking for. One thing I realized was instead of using the rangefinder, it's substantially easier to use the LCD with the focus peaking. That's a huge bonus since I'm kind of just like going fast-paced, grabbing the quick shots that I need and moving on. So that's actually a big bonus. I was a little worried about having to use the rangefinder for all the photos that I needed to take, but man, with that LCD screen combined with the focus peaking, it's really a treat shooting with the M10-P. So now that we've shot with the 18, I want to get some more detailed shots. I'm going to throw on the 90 and let's see what we can get. So I'll see you guys soon. Oh man, wow, it is so hot outside. So we just finished up at the SLS. We weren't able to get the access to the pool area, so I just threw up the drone and actually got the shots. No detail shots unfortunately, but that's fine. So we shot with the 18mm wide angle and then the 90 Summicron on the M10-P. As I was saying before, I don't know if I would really use a rangefinder camera for these type of jobs. Don't get me wrong, I love rangefinder cameras, especially like for personal work or day-to-day stuff, street photography, stuff where you're allowed to kind of slow down and really like find that focus through a rangefinder. But thankfully the M10-P does have that focus peaking that I mentioned, makes things a lot easier. Hopefully you're able to see that from the footage. And I'll go over a couple more specifics about the M10-P, the 18 and the 90, and that third lens, which I revealed to you guys, the 100 Macro-R. Hopefully we'll use that on the next job site. So now we are actually going to hide at Midtown. They have a really nice pool area too that we want to photograph along with the outside landscaping. So let's go see what type of access we can get and go from there. See you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so sorry it's super dark in here, but we are hide at Midtown and I am going to be doing the outside landscaping first, and then we're going to get access to the pool area. So since we're doing the outside first, we're going to start with the 18mm. Get those nice wide angle shots, and then we'll switch over to the 90, and then once we get up to the pool area, that's where I'm gonna pull out the 100 macro, because I want to use it with a tripod since it's gonna be a little shaky with my hands. I'm no surgeon, so just to make the images a little bit sharper. So stay tuned for that. See you guys soon. Alright guys, so we just finished up with the 18. Let's throw on this 90 Summicron. By the way, if you guys don't know what these are, this is a double back cap. Really useful if you have a bunch of M lenses or if you're an M shooter. They're awesome because, as you can see, I have two lenses here and I don't have to worry about back caps or anything, and they just clip right in. It's really convenient, especially if you have like one of those shoulder bags that you want to like save room by just staying the lens straight up. This thing's awesome. I know Leica Super-Elmar-M used to carry them. I'm not sure if they still have any, but definitely check them out because I remember that we did used to sell these, and they're awesome if you're an M shooter. So definitely check those out. Now on to the 90 Summicron. Let's go get some of these outdoor detail shots, and then from there we're going to hopefully make our way up towards the pool area. Where the security guy, his name's Tim, is going to give us some access. And we'll be able to go upstairs, get some nice shots of the pool. There we go. By the way, these wipes also, Zeiss cleaning wipes. This is all I use. I don't know if you can really see it, it's out of focus. But I'll put a link down. I buy like a packet of 200 on Amazon for super cheap. Alright, so without further ado, let's go. Alright guys, so just finished shooting the outside with the 90 Summicron. One other thing I wanted to mention here was this thumbs up grip. So there's two that you can actually buy for these, the one that Leica makes and then a third-party one that's made by Batch Technical. Leica Super-Elmar-M sells them both. They feel a little bit different. It's really preference wise. I just think the Leica one just fits like super snug. And as you can see, I've been using this without a neck strap this entire time because I feel so confident with this thumbs up. The camera it's super tight in my hands, and I don't have a fear of actually dropping it. Kind of like how the SL has that hand grip, where I don't use the SL with any sort of strap. As you know, it's a really nice hand grip. Same thing goes for the hot shoe thumbs up. So if you want extra grip on your camera, definitely look into one of these. I'll put a link down in the captions below. But I mean, it's such a small little thing. Ooh, camera just fell. Hold on, technical difficulty. Alrighty. As I was saying, it's such a tiny little thing. You just leave it in the hot shoe the whole time and you never lose it. So definitely look into that if you want to add more grip to your camera. And on that note, we are going to try and go upstairs and see if we can get that footage from the pool area. So let's go do that. Let's see what's up. See you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so wasn't really able to show you guys much or do much explaining up in the pool area. Although the security guy was super friendly and stuff, I could tell that they didn't really want me there for a long period of time, so I kind of want to just grab my shots and go. I was able to pull out the 100 the APO-100 macro R lens to take a couple shots, which you'll see in the first person view camera scene. And I was able to take some shots with the 90 and then with the wide angle, of course. I did realize that my battery was running kind of low on the M10 as well, so I was really pressed for time. I kind of want to go over a couple more features and show a little bit more in detail the 3 different lenses I used. So I'm going to actually head home. This is going to be kind of a vlog slash gear review video. Not quite sure, kind of just winging it for right now. It's a weird time we're living in. Shouldn't be touching my face with my fingers. Although I did just pure off, so we should be good. Like I was saying, so once I get home, I'll go over some more features, the 18, the 90, and the 100 macro as well. So follow along. We're first probably gonna go get some food right now. At my favorite place, Caja Caliente. They're still serving food for pickup and delivery, so definitely check them out if you don't know them already. We'll see you guys soon. Hey, what's going on, guys? So we are back at home now, and I just wanted to quickly kind of go over the equipment that we were using today. First and foremost, let's start off with the 18mm Super-Elmar-M. Now this lens is actually discontinued from Leica, so you can't technically get it new anymore, but I have seen some on the used market, and you can get them in pretty decent condition for a fairly good price. Definitely check out Leica Store Miami. I'm not sure if they have any right now. I haven't been on their used site in a couple days, but yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to note to you guys, is that this lens is now discontinued. But also, if you're unfamiliar, Leica Store Miami has their own forum. It's called Red Dot Forum, and they usually are updating that pretty frequently with any news, articles, and different reviews as well. So definitely check them out if you haven't already. So this lens is pretty sweet. And it's funny, I see when you take off the lens hood, you see like this red line around the lens. I don't know if you guys, it kind of reminds me of the Canon L glass, or not L, is it L? I'm not sure. I'm not super familiar with Canon equipment, but it reminds me of those Canon lenses. But this lens in particular, like I was saying, it's a 3.8 18mm, so it's really wide. On the actual M10-P, which I have here, you know, it's still a pretty compact camera and lens combo. So that's something that I really like about it. The other thing that you'll notice is that right here on the lens hood, it does have a little like peephole. That's actually so you can see through the lens hood when you're using the rangefinder. Because if it didn't have that, that would definitely obstruct some of the view of the rangefinder for sure. So going back to the actual 18mm lens, one thing to note is that it does have a 100-degree field of view. So like I said, you know, this lens for those super wide angle shots, this is something to have in your arsenal. Now the next lens I was using was the 90M, the APO-Summicron-90M. That's the proper way of saying it. APO-Summicron-90M. A couple of neat things about this. The lens hood is retractable, so I really like that feature. One thing that I don't like about this lens is that it is missing a focusing tab, but you're gonna see that a lot on the larger focal lengths or longer focal lengths on these M glass. On this M glass, as you see, the 18 has that little focusing tab right there, but as you can see, the 90 does not. But I will say I actually really love using this lens. The bokeh fall off at f2 with this is just absolutely beautiful. I especially like using this lens on my SL with the M10-L Adapter. I don't have it with me right now, the adapter, so I can't really show you what that looks like, but you can imagine, you know, it's a pretty small footprint, as you can see here. Very small footprint there. So using this combination is actually one of my favorite things to do. But man, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this or not, but look. Well, I wonder if I can get my face. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. So yeah, look at all the glass there. That is awesome. I absolutely love that. So moving on, now the third lens that I was using yesterday is not an M lens. It's actually an R, the APO-Macro-Elmarit-R 100mm lens. This thing is awesome. I honestly enjoyed using it on the M10-P, but where I think this lens thrives is with the SL. With the R2l Adapter, I would show you what that looks like on the SL, but I don't have that with me right now. But I can show you. This is the R2m adapter. So we can toss this bad boy on right here. Boom. Boom. And that is the 100 macro with the M10-P. And like this is kind of an overkill to use on a rangefinder camera for sure. But using it on the SL, I think, is a treat. I believe the closest focusing distance with this 100 macro is about 45 centimeters, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong, if you happen to know that off the top of your head or happen to Google that while you're watching this video. The actual throw of this lens is very long. I mean, it is a macro lens, so that is to be expected, but this one is super smooth. I mean, you can make just slight micro adjustments to it, and it's awesome. This really is a lens that I want to have permanently in my camera kit at all times, because you never know when you're gonna need a dedicated macro lens, and the SL system doesn't really have an autofocus dedicated macro, even though, as I've stated before, the 16 to 35 SL, you can get pretty close to your subject, almost like a macro lens. But this is a true macro lens, and they're going for about, you know, 1,800 bucks. So it's not one of Leica's most expensive lenses, but it's awesome as far as the capabilities and the type of photos you can take with that. All right, guys, so those are the 3 lenses that I brought with me to do this client shoot today. Like I stated before, the M10P is not my go-to choice when it comes to shooting this type of content, but as a photographer, I like to challenge myself. So whenever I have the opportunity to, I try my hardest to, you know, I leave the SL at home because I know that camera inside and out, and try to pick up another camera and try to get the same results. So I think it's always really important to challenge yourself. If you're ever in a creative rut, try a different lens that you typically don't use, or, you know, rent a new camera. Challenge yourself to learn with a new tool. I think that's super important. But anyways, I'm Victor Quintana. Thank you for stopping by and watching my video. If you liked what you saw, a thumbs up would be awesome. And if you're really into Leica stuff, photography, videos, working with models, some fashion brand videos, you know, think about subscribing. Uploading videos weekly, and hope to see you guys around. And remember, stay safe, stay distant, and keep those hands clean. Until next time, I'll see you guys around.